So you're scrolling through Roblox and you find this game called JToH. You're bored and decide to give it a try. I mean, how bad could it be? Welcome, and congratulations because you have just made the worst decision of your life so far. This is a game of pure pain and suffering with hundreds of towers that will make you want to not live anymore. There's a range of difficulties in this game that will go from, this is so easy, I feel nothing inside but boredom, to, oh my god, how in the world can someone conceive a difficulty this hard, I'm scared for my life. You start in Ring 1, which is the first area of the literal 9 rings of hell that this game is based on. This ring has pretty easy towers that will give the illusion that this game is actually fun. Noobs in this ring will congratulate you on any tower you complete, and then everyone else will become annoyed that they are spamming GG. The first tower you will most likely complete is Toast and is the easiest tower in the whole game, but when you fall on this tower you will seem like a total moron. After you complete that, you will do the other towers, which are easy enough until you reach Tower of Heck. Once you reach this tower, you will have an existential crisis on how you got to this point in your life. Most people quit after trying to beat Tower of Heck and never come back, but if you complete Tower of Heck, you can never go back because you are now a JToH player. Now that you are officially a JToH player, or people who don't play the game would call you a degenerate, you will probably be shocked that Ring 1 isn't the only place where you can be tortured at in this game. You have Ring 2, which has grass and stuff, I guess. And then you have Zone 1, which has water.
I am under the water.
Zones typically have more towers in them than rings, so you can have much more brain-dead gameplay for your brain-dead sense of fun. Towers use various cancerous mechanics and design choices to make your experience as hellish as possible. Some towers have outside sections that will give you a panic attack when you get to them, as you are usually high up in the tower and do not want to fall. But JToH doesn't care what you want, it will make you fall, and then you will be depressed because you just wasted an hour of your life playing a very hard tower just to fall at a part that cannot be saved. But JToH has you in an endless loop where you beat more towers, unlock new sections with more towers, and then beat those until you are either mentally traumatized or you have unlocked all of the areas in the game. There are places such as the sky, the surface, kinda, the underground, a massive canyon, a lava lake, literal hell, the ocean, the actual surface, the sky, part 2, space, and moon. Earth. There are also subrealms in this game which feature towers that are called steeples, which are only 5 floors long for your short attention span. The subrealms usually have a theme such as old boomer gameplay, ooh crystals, and the Bermuda Triangle. Now that you are at this point, there are 2 possible outcomes. Either you are scarred for the rest of your life, or you genuinely have some sort of brain damage that makes you actually like this game. But if you have gotten to this point, you are most likely seeing your skills somewhat improve and want to try something harder. If you want to waste your money, you can make another bad decision and pay for items in JToH. There is the boombox, which no one ever buys because there's already good enough music in the towers. Yeah, I don't really know why they have this in. Bootleg gravity coil if you want to be publicly shamed by the whole community if you beat a single tower with it. T-pose if you have the depth perception of a ceiling fan and need your character to stick his arms out to figure out how to do a jump. You can also just tip the game with no benefit to you whatsoever except to fund your torture. Helicopter powers if you want to be shorter because the Roblox characters don't have kneecaps or the brain cells to duck under something. Trail mix if you want to make a rational decision on not wanting to die and waste 30 minutes of your life to a granite textured part.
Remember, son, dying is gay. Yes, father.
And there is also vertical mobility for people who do not know that practice time exists, who want to spectate people without using the spectate button, or who just want to flex that they have enough money to spend $60 on a useless item. You can't even use VM or boosts to complete soul-crushing towers, or else you get insta-killed if you try to touch the win pad. Oh, and by the way, this is the win pad. You touch it and you win. Boy oh boy, was this a horrible mistake. What, you think you're actually good at JToH? No. JToH will always find a way to make you suffer. Anyways, you figure out that there are towers in this game that are categorized as soul-crushing towers, and you want to give one a try. You are either naive or your last 2 brain cells that finally died with the others if you want to seriously try and beat one of these towers. Soul-crushing towers are the hardest towers in the game and range from insane to extreme to terrifying, and at the top is catastrophic. Just the names of these difficulties should strike some sense at how hard these towers are, but you have to try one to get the full experience. Let's just say if you try and beat one of these towers, you're gonna wish that Isaac Newton was never alive to invent gravity, because you are going to be falling more times than you can say, I hate JToH. It usually takes someone months or weeks to beat their first soul-crushing tower, and once you do that, you are obligated to flex on all the noobs who aren't an elite obvious, and demand that they treat you like you're the new incarnation of Jesus Christ. Once you beat your first soul-crushing tower, it usually gets easier to beat the other ones, but easier does not equal that the other soul-crushing towers will be easy, especially if you try ones that are higher on the difficulty chart. Those ones will make you want to bash your head through the nearest piece of plywood you can find at Home Depot. So, you've done it. You've beaten hundreds of towers and dozens of soul-crushing towers. You feel a sense of accomplishment every time you beat a hard tower, but that feeling fades too soon. You become depressed and accepted that your life has boiled down into playing a game that's purpose is to make you angry. There is nothing left to do. You don't want to go through the misery of beating another hard soul-crushing, and you don't want to do something easy. You take a break. You don't play for weeks, months even. But you eventually decide to go back into JToH to see what they have in store for you this time. Oh, look, there's another zone to explore with more towers to beat. You play, and you actually have fun for once. But that can't be true. This is JToH. What are you thinking? You can't have fun playing JToH. But you still play it, because you enjoy it. Some may even call you obsessed with JToH. Well, at least not as obsessed as I am. I just made you watch a whole video on JToH.